It's me. It's me, children. Your home. Uh, Barbosa. 914, which is County, New York. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. I got a head cold. Something terrible. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. This is me, your home girl, Arabia Barbosa. The BT 1000, aka the Jeeper Creeper on this shit, aka Lucy the Vampire, aka the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. Hey, what's up, Just Jay? Thank you for coming in. I hope you had a wonderful day. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year to you. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your support of this channel. Shout out to you. I looked at your video yesterday while I was waiting for the dispatch office to open yesterday, to reopen actually, so we could, get paid and carry on. But they didn't reopen o'clock. I was already long gone. But I had already text them my ticket. Yeah. So yesterday was an interesting day. But I appreciated your video. That was a lot of entertainment for me. Shout out to Just Jay. Shout out to all my moderators. Shout out to my subscribers, my support team, and my YouTube creators. Shout out to all of you. Happy New Year. Oh, thank you so much, love. I really appreciate it. Shout out to you. Purple Heart Podcast, aka Just Jay. Yo, yo, yo. I was getting ready to do a video about eating disorders, which it needs to be done anyway, because we have two celebrities that passed away due to these complications. Now, they say Amy Winehouse died because of alcohol poisoning, but when you really dig deeper, she had bulimia and anorexia. She had an eating disorder, which it did a lot of damage to her heart. A lot of people don't know about that disorder, this mental illness that she had. She's not the only one. Karen Carpenter, who died in 1983. I was 10 years old when Karen Carpenter breathed her last. She too was struggling with an eating disorder. Both women died after they gained weight, after they started looking healthy. Shout out to the chat. But it's so amazing to me how the world seems to forget. And this is something that has been going on in Hollywood and the music industry for many, many years, where women are being body shamed, trolled, harassed about looking a certain way. Shout out to the chat. It's an interesting subject. It's an interesting thing. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. It's an interesting subject because there's a lot of people suffering in silence with these eating disorders. Certain behaviors are encouraged. By who? Hollywood execs, music industry managers, the politics of the entertainment world. Judy Garland, when she first started out, she was criticized for her weight. When Whitney Houston appeared on the Michael Jackson tribute a few years back, she was criticized for her weight. Phyllis Hyman, she too also faced criticism. People like to body shame, and it's too many people dying. And the deaths, some people just like, they just fell out. It all of a sudden happened. What happened to Carol Carpenter was a crying shame. This woman had a complex about her physical appearance. She was criticized when she was a child, and as she got older, she decided to take control over her weight. So these eating disorders have something to do with control, wanting to have control over something that you think or that you believe that you are in control of. Shout out to the chat. Heartbreaking, but it's a reality. Heartbreaking, but it's a reality. I might go live on this a little bit later. But it's very surprising to me that everyone wants to blame drugs and alcohol for some of these people's deaths. They're passing away. Some of us have family members that practice this. We do. I remember a few years ago when I was institutionalized in a mental hospital on a psychiatric ward. I went for self-mutilation, but I met other people there that were there for eating disorders. They were watched. They were encouraged to eat. Their groups were a little more intense for them. Shout out to the chat. Because everyone knew, even though they were gaining weight, there was no guarantees. No guarantees of anything. Shout out to the chat. And it's a proven fact. When you don't eat, or when you starve yourself, and you take laxatives, you over-exercise, it works on your heart. Because if the stomach can't find food, what will the stomach do? It will search. It will go to where the muscles are at. It will go to where the organs are at to look for food, to eat, because the body has to consume something. And if nothing is there, then the body will eat itself. Shout out to the chat. That's a reality. A lot of people don't want to talk about this subject. They don't want to talk about what goes on in Hollywood or the music industry or in your own home. I had an uncle that did it. He was much older though. So when he passed away, people just thought it was from natural causes. I always had a suspicion that it was more than natural causes. People become obsessed with dieting and exercising and watching you eat. But it's been a proven fact. Doesn't matter what you do, how you do. If your heart physically is not well, you won't be well. Shout out to the chat. So there's a lot of factors going in to these eating disorders. What happened to Amy Winehouse was not a misadventure. The woman suffered from bulimia for years, way before she picked up a guitar, way before she went into a studio, way before she accepted her first Grammy. Way before anything. People don't talk about that. They want to talk about her drug use. They want to talk about her marriage. They want to talk about what kind of alcohol she drank before she passed away. Can they say the same for Karen Carpenter? Because Karen Carpenter was doing a lot of things that people didn't know. So there's a lot with that. There is a thing called binge eating. A lot of people participate in that. Comfort food. Eating for comfort. Eating for company. Eating. Even if you do it in secret, it'll still show up. I used to be real thin a couple of years ago. Real thin. I was so glad when I started going through menopause and I gained the weight I gained. And I have no plans on losing it. I have no plans on going back to looking like a skeleton. I have no plans, no desire. Shout out to the chat. But my eating habits is different from other people's. But it's the same concept. Wanting to look good for people that really don't give a fuck about you. Look at everyone who is a celebrity. Look at what happens to them. Look at what happened, what kind of changes they make. Look at Marilyn Monroe. If anyone remembers Marilyn Monroe, you will remember what she looked like before she went into Hollywood, after she got there, and then around the time of her death in 1962. The woman was 36 years old. Shout out to the chat. And she said it best. They'll pay $1,000 for your kiss and 50 cents for your soul. Shout out to the chat. How many of celebrities are sleeping a dirt nap right now who's making more money for the industry now that they are dead, now that they have passed away? They're worth more dead than they were alive. Shout out to the chat. And that's a high price to pay. To look good for people that don't give a fuck about you. To try to impress people that give a fuck about you. To worry about what other people are thinking that don't give a fuck about you. Shout out to the chat. So yeah, bulimia, anorexia, two different eating disorders, but the core causes are all the same. It has something to do with the mental. It has something to do with psychological warfare. It has something to do with them being bullied. It has something to do with them being harassed. It has something to do with some kind of dysfunction. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It's a very interesting subject. I can't go no further into it than what I am right now, because a lot of people don't want to talk about it. But I bet you have a friend that does it. I bet you. If you don't have a friend that does it now, I'm sure you have met someone in your past that has gone through this. And it takes years. It takes years for it to actually show up and show out and to be present in your life, one way or another. We have seen Monique the comedian. When she first started out, wasn't she a big, heavy-set woman? Now look at her. When she first started out with being a comedian, doing stand-up, she said she wasn't interested in changing her looks physically. But as time went on, she changed her mind. She changed her mind. And it's all about body shaming. It's all about making you feel bad about the way you look. Shout out to the chat. If you cut your hair is too short. If you put on makeup, it's too much. If you wear certain clothes, oh, well, she looked like a slut. She looked like a whore. You're being judged. You're being judged and you're being dragged. Shout out to the chat. A lot of people can attest to this. A lot of people can attest to this. Hey, what's up, Keep the Change? What's up, Wrath? Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for coming in. I'm not going to be up here very much longer, but I just wanted to come through. This is, I guess today is the 1st. I don't remember going live last night because I went to sleep early after I was watching Anthony. I went to sleep on Anthony last night. And I told him he was going to end up going to sleep. I ended up falling asleep. Closing my eyes, watching my eyelids. Shout out to the chat. I want to thank everyone for coming in. I'm getting ready to close out this video. But it is what it is. It definitely is what it is. And everyone should know how much I love Karen Carpenter. Everyone should know how much I love Karen Carpenter. I think Andre O.D. Kimball had me on video a few years ago. I think it was 2 years ago, singing the song Close to You. I loved me some Karen Carpenter. Don't you? A few years ago, I had her CDs in my possession. I don't know what happened to all the music I ended up purchasing, keeping for a little while, and then when I move, I give things away. Shout out to the chat. I always done that. Give things away. If I'm leaving, if I know I'm not coming back, and if I don't feel like taking it, I give it away. Shout out to the chat. But yeah, I'm not going to be up here very much longer. And I didn't know that they came out with a new Amy Winehouse movie. A lot of you don't know I'm a big Amy Winehouse fan. And the reason why I'm a big fan of Amy Winehouse is because when I was in New York and I was homeless, and this happened in 2007 when I went to the big shelter in Valhalla, New York. And I remember it was warm. It was just getting ready to turn into summertime. And I remember walking back from the bus stop back into the shelter, and people was outside and they were playing the song Rehab by Amy Winehouse. Everyone was out there dancing. Everyone was out there singing. Shout out to the chat. I remember getting on the van and being driven to go to an outpatient program for addiction and mental health treatment. And I remember that song coming onto the radio, and I remember the van driver turning off the radio. And he said he was turning it off because he didn't want people to get discouraged about the 12-step program. He wanted all of us that was on that van, and we was going out there to get the therapy we needed and the help that we needed and the assistance that we needed. He didn't want us to listen to that song and to think it was okay to go back to our addiction. Just a few weeks ago, I was on the job, and I remember going into one of the rooms in a certain apartment. We was on Daniels Island, and I found a bottle of Fireball. Now, at first I said, maybe I should throw it away. But then I heard myself say in my own voice, fuck it, I'm going to put it in my pocket. Nobody is ever going to know. Nobody's ever going to find out. And I'll be just fine. That bottle of Fireball stayed in my pocket all that day, even though I felt like opening it, drinking it while I was on the job. But something said, Arabia, don't do that, because something gonna go wrong. And you don't want to end up being drug tested, and then you end up losing your job, and then you really will be in the doghouse then. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna wait. And when I got home and I emptied out all my pockets, I pulled out my wallet, I pulled out my slip from the job, I pulled out everything out of my pockets. I emptied all my pockets, and the Fireball showed up. I opened it, I poured it into a cup, I drank it, but I didn't drink the whole thing. Something wouldn't let me drink the whole thing. Not that evening. I waited until the next day. I got up early in the morning. I drank the rest. I threw away the bottle. But then I felt guilty. I said, oh no. I said, oh no, I can't. So I remember telling about that experience. 4 months clean, had to start all the way back over. And now it's just like, whenever I feel like it, I can go to the store and purchase what I want and drink it and not have to come on camera and show anybody or tell anybody anything. But I know for myself, certain things and certain behaviors are subject to repeat itself. Now, my tolerance is much higher. So in order for me to get as drunk as I want or to become that sloppy, I would have to drink more and more and more and more. And when will it stop? We can't have no mistakes. We can't have no mishaps. Because I have to be able to function. And I can't function if I'm fucked up. Shout out to the chat. Hey, what's up, Simset? Just Jay, thank you for coming in. MC Nemesis, I'm going to get rid of you right now. Yeah, I'm going to remove Yeah. I told you not to come back over here. MC Nemesis, I told you, don't fuck with me. Shout out to the chat. Once again, let's do this once again. Try typing now, MC Nemesis. Go to hell. You go and do something. Go outside and talk to the people like the way you want to on this platform. People going to get tired of you and they're going to do exactly what the fuck I'm doing. Shout out to the chat. Moderators, if you see MC MC Nemesis, time him out for 30 minutes. For real, I'm sick of him. So shout out to the chat. Yeah, I just wanted to come up real quick and just do this live video real quick. Oh, shout out to you, Just Jay. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's how I felt when I drank that Fireball, and it's not my thing. Like, I love the way it tastes, but it doesn't get you fucked up. Shout out to the chat. Now, if I was to go out and buy me a bottle of wine, or a bottle of vodka, or a bottle of gin, or a bottle of rum, I don't think I'd ever go to sleep. And I gotta be up early in the morning. I gotta be up early so I can participate in my life. Shout out to the chat. But I'm talking about my addiction. I'm not talking about nobody else's addiction. I'm talking about my weight. I'm not talking about nobody else's weight. I could, but I don't want to. Because what they're going through doesn't affect me. Not at all. Shout out to the chat. Mm-hmm. So you're going to keep getting removed, MC Nemesis, until you stop coming over here. And I already reported you for harassment. So stop coming over here. What's up, Sunset? Just Jay. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, that's what I was talking about before I looked down in the chat and I seen him in here. Why does he want to come over here? He know he don't like black people. MC Nemesis, why do you come over here? You know you don't like black people. Why do you want to keep coming over here? Why do you want to bother other black YouTube creators? Why? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why don't you go over there to your people? Oh, that's right. They don't accept people like him neither. They consider him a loser. He thinks he's a rapper. He thinks he's a musician, but he's not. He's not talented. He's not funny. He's stupid. He's a racist. I don't know why he wants to come around us. Try typing in now. You racist fuck. You racist piece of shit. Type in now. Tippity type, tippity type. Don't come in my chat. Don't hit my link. Don't fuck with me. Go fuck with them other racist fucks on this platform. Go over there with them. They don't even want to entertain you. That's why you don't go over there to them. You come over here to fuck with us. I don't know why. That's right. If he hits my Cash App, he better send me $500. You want to hit my link? Send me $500, MC Nemesis. 500. For real, for real. I don't think he want to fuck with me like that. If you want to hit my link, next time I drop my link, send me 500. Cash App. $ Arabia 914. Hit my Cash App. Put $500 in my account. Thank you. That's right, Just Jay. So that's basically all I wanted to say in this video. And it is what it is. The music industry is something. Hollywood is something. Social media is something. The magazine industry is something. The book industry is something. Anything dealing with entertainment is something. Something serious. People want you to appear as they want you to be. And that's not the way life happens. That's not the way the cookie crumbles. But unfortunately, we have some people in the world that feed into what they are being told. They feed into it. Shout out to the chat. Because you look at Judy Garland. Judy Garland had been doing pills ever since she was a little girl. What happened when Judy Garland got into her late 40s? She passed away. She had 3 children, 2 daughters, 1 son. The 2 daughters ended up doing just what the mother did. They had to go into a 12-step program. They had to go to rehab. They had to get themselves situated. Shout out to the chat. Because they didn't want to be like the mother. They didn't want to fall into the trap that she fell in. Shout out to the chat. And that's reality. People have to look at what's good for them. What's good for them is good for them. It may not be good for everyone else. It's not everyone else's tea. You know what I mean? Very good job, Just Jay. And Sim said, I appreciate you timing him out because he's never going to go away. I don't know why he keeps coming over here to my channel. I truly don't know why. And thank you for dropping my Cash App into the chat, Just Jay. Thank you. And I'm getting ready to close out this video. Hope everyone enjoys their evening. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I'm going to go to bed early because I have to get up early. Yes. I will not be walking. I will be taking the bus. So I know what time to leave from here in the morning. And I just have to call the dispatch and let them know I'm on my way. So thank everyone for coming over. I thank you for your visit. I thank you for your love and your support, your patience for me doing this video. Shout out to you. Hope everyone has an awesome evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend because the weekend actually starts tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. So you got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You got 3 more days for this nice holiday to be over. Shout out to the chat. Happy New Year's, everyone. And let's make 2026 a better year than 2025. Hopefully, we'll have a better and smoother ride for this year. I'm hoping. Shout out to y'all. Y'all stay safe out there. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate you. I love you. 1, peace. Moderators, bless up. Thank you. Deja Vu. What's up, baby girl? Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate your visit. I appreciate your support. Thank you. Peace.